popular technique in Photoshop. It's very quick, it's very efficient, and it can look really fun, especially if you're creating something abstract or with patterns or geometry or angles. So first of all, start with the image that you would like to work with, and also start with a plain document. So you want to open up an untitled document. I've just got this image that a student took. I'm just going to use my selection tool, the rectangular lasso, to just take that kind of main pattern area of it. I'm going to edit, going to go back into the untitled document, and I'm going to paste. And I think for me, for ease, I'm going to free transform it to scale it down. So you can either use scale and transform, or I like to use free transform because it kind of does it all for me pretty quickly. So here we go, we have my pattern. So the first thing that I'm actually going to do is turn it so that it is portrait. And I'm going to make it a little bit smaller so that you can see what I intend to do with it. So there we go, so we've got a small kind of pattern. When you're happy with that, put it there. So that's my photograph. The next thing that you want to do is simply just drag your pattern down to the bottom here, and that duplicates it and it creates another layer, and that layer always sits on top of the first layer. So you drag that one across, and then what we're going to do is we're going to go back to free transform, or transform, sorry, and we're going to flip it horizontally, and you'll see it creates an immediate pattern. Okay, so it looks like a mirror image. Then what we can do is if we hold down the shift key and we select layer 1 copy and layer 1, and we drag those down to create a new layer, you can see they've created a new layer here. And as I said earlier, layers are always on top of other layers, and you can drag it down and put it down. So that's quite an interesting pattern in itself. However, if you want to make it more like a blended pattern, then what you can do is you can flip vertical this time and take your time to kind of and you can kind of move them up so they join a little bit better. We can have a line in between them. If you want to join them a bit better, just zoom in a little bit and then take the time to get the patterns joining like so. Zoom out, and there we go, we have a really fun pattern, simple and easy to achieve. And you can free transfer the whole thing to make it bigger, or what we could do is we could take elements of the pattern. So I can see here which pieces I want. So I'm going to use the top one here, and I'm also going to select the third one down here. Okay, and I'm going to drag those two and I'm going to copy them again, just like I did with the other ones. I should be having them sat on top there. And you've probably guessed it already, I can create another pattern here, or I'm going to free transform them. So this way it was horizontal, and there you go, you can see that we've created a new pattern. And again, if you want to zoom in, you can join them together. We're going to have them apart. Once you're happy with your overall pattern, you can do as many repeats as you want, and then you can start to crop them, and they can look really nice if you crop them into squares, but also if you crop them as they are. Okay, so that is how you create repeating patterns on Photoshop using your images. If you wanted to, for example, have one now that goes in a slightly different direction, let's say you were using different photos, you can just go back to your free transform and you can flip it horizontal again. It changes it once more. Okay, that works better if you're using each image as a different image as opposed to reusing the same image.